It was a crisp morning in 1962 when the crew of the PT-73, the scrappiest boat in the U.S. Navy, arrived at the gates of Universal Studios in Hollywood. Lieutenant Commander Quinton McHale, portrayed by the jovial Ernest Borgnine, stepped off the bus with a spring in his step, his Navy cap tilted just so. Behind him trailed his loyal but mischievous crew, Ensign Chuck Parker, Carpenter, Tinker, Christy, Gruber, Virgil, and the rest of the gang. They had been invited to the iconic studio to serve as technical advisors for a new comedic movie based on their World War II adventures in the Pacific. The film, a lighthearted romp, aimed to capture their antics on Taratupa Island, and the studio wanted their expertise to ensure the naval details were at least somewhat believable. McHale addressed his crew. "All right, boys, let's try to behave ourselves today. We're here to help them make this movie, not to turn Hollywood into a war zone." The crew chuckled, but Parker, ever the klutz, looked nervous. He had a knack for causing chaos without even trying, and Hollywood's glitz and glamour seemed like the perfect stage for disaster. Carpenter chimed in, "Don't worry, Parker. I'm sure they've got insurance." Betty greeted them warmly. "Welcome to Universal Studios, gentlemen. We've got a big day planned, starting with a tour of the back lot, then some time on the set of your movie. Let's get started." The crew followed her through the gates, their eyes wide as they took in the sprawling studio lot. They passed a dusty western town with swinging saloon doors, a towering medieval castle straight out of a fairy tale, and a shimmering lagoon where a mechanical shark fin broke the surface. Tinker, with a grin, asked, "Hey, Skipper, think that thing could take on the PT-73? McHale replied with a chuckle, "That fish wouldn't last 5 minutes against us, or Gruber's moonshine for that matter." Betty led them to a tram for the famous Universal Studios tour, and the crew piled in, their Navy uniforms contrasting with the colorful sets around them. As the tram rolled through the lot, they marveled at the magic of movie making. They watched as a stuntman leapt from a burning building on one set, while on another, a group of actors in togas rehearsed a scene for a Roman epic. "Gruber, think we could sell some of our special reserve to these Roman fellas? They look like they could use a drink." "Virgil, let's not get kicked out before lunch, Gruber." The tram paused at the Psycho House, the eerie mansion looming on a hill. Betty explained its history in the Alfred Hitchcock classic, and the crew listened with rapt attention, until Parker, trying to get a better view, accidentally knocked over a prop skeleton, sending it clattering to the ground. McHale, "Parker, if you break Hollywood, I'm not explaining it to the Admiral." Parker, "Sorry." Betty, "Don't worry, Ensign. Things like that happen around here all the time." After the tour, they arrived at Soundstage 12, where their movie was being filmed. The set was a near-perfect replica of Taratupa Island, complete with palm trees, a sandy beach, and a detailed mock-up of the PT-73 bobbing in a fake lagoon. "Mr. Goldberg, McHale, boys, you're just in time. We're shooting a scene where you sneak past a Japanese patrol boat, but I need your input on the PT-73's maneuvers. Can you show us how you'd handle it?" McHale, "Carpenter, man the forward gun. Christy, get on the radio. Parker, try not to sink us." The crew demonstrated how they'd zigzag the PT-73 to evade enemy fire, weaving through imaginary reefs with precision. The film crew watched in awe, scribbling notes, but Parker, true to form, tripped over a coil of rope and sent a prop torpedo rolling across the set. It crashed into a stack of crates, sending them tumbling with a loud bang. McHale, "Parker, Mr. Goldberg, that's perfect. We'll add that to the script. Pure McHale's Navy chaos. The audience will love it."